Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Embody podcast, a show about remembering and embodying your true nature, inner wisdom, embodied healing, and self-love. My name is Candice Wu, and I'm a holistic healing facilitator, intuitive coach, and artist sharing my personal journey of vulnerability, offering meditations and guided healing support, and having co-creative conversations with healers and wellness practitioners from all over the world. Hello, and welcome to the Embody podcast. This is the second guided audio healing experience that relates to the podcast episode about emotions. You can find this podcast called From Emotional Numbness to Wholeness on my website at candicewu.com/podcasts or candicewu.com/emotions. Now let's jump in. Today's experience is coming from the practices of somatic experiencing as well as yoga, and is called pendulation. So we'll move from pleasant experience to unpleasant experience. And what this does is it helps to build the capacity of the nervous system and the energy system in the body to be able to feel more of your experience. This includes both pleasant experience and challenging emotions so that you can begin to feel more freedom in your whole being. So go ahead and find a comfortable seated position. Take your time to arrive into this space of here and now. And just release all of the past so far, everything that happened up until this moment. And release the future and any thoughts about the future. And as you arrive into this space where you are right now, start to notice your surroundings. Let your eyes land on 3 things that feel pleasant to look at, just noticing one at a time. And as you notice these things that are pleasant or comforting, notice what happens inside your body as you feel them. Now notice 3 things in your space that seem unpleasant. And as you become aware of these things, sense what it feels like inside your body, any sensation or emotion, as you notice what's unpleasant. And then shift back to what was pleasant for you. And when you feel ready to shift gears to your inward experience, feel free to look downward or close your eyes. And as you tune into your inner landscape, start to look for 3 places that seem pleasant inside. You might notice a place that feels neutral, calm, or just okay if nothing feels pleasant at all. And it can even be as tiny as a pinky finger or one toe or ear. It might be a whole area of part of your body. Which part feels pleasant? And then shift your awareness when you're ready to 3 areas that feel unpleasant inside. This could be a feeling of tension somewhere, tightness or holding, an achy feeling or tingly feeling that feels uncertain, any emotion that feels challenging. And just after dipping your toes in, we'll shift back to one place that felt pleasant inside. Notice how it feels to go back to that pleasant sensation. And if there's nothing there, look for another place or open the eyes and just look at the pleasant object or thing that was in your space. This is called pendulation, going from pleasant to unpleasant and back and forth. And this may be as far as your practice goes today. If this was already a challenging or overwhelming experience for you or deep enough. If you'd like to go further, you can continue on with me to this next segment. For this next segment, think about your resource. This might have been the resource you developed in the last meditation with me. What a resource is something that makes you feel supported, strong, loved, or safe. Could be a person, place, thing, or spiritual figure, imagined or real. So call up your resource. And then also bring up an experience that was either mildly challenging or upsetting, or ranging from mild to something deeper. If you are already at a higher capacity of processing, you might choose something that you fear. Now, notice your resource and just stay with that resource and feel the pleasant experience or safety that comes with it. Notice how it feels in your body. Sense the emotion or sensation that's happening inside as you tune into this loving resource. And you might fill up on this safe feeling and connection. And when you feel the readiness, shift towards the unpleasant experience or the fear. And imagine what that part looks like. In your mind's eye, you can place this unpleasant experience or fear as far or as close to you as you would like. And notice your experience. Notice what changes on the inside. And when you feel like you've had a dose of that, shift back towards the pleasant resource, even if you're not overwhelmed, but especially if you feel overwhelmed. Notice your breath and what happens as you come back to safety. And stay here for as long as you'd like. When you feel ready, you can shift your attention back to the challenging experience. Dip your toes in and feel into that experience, noticing whatever sensation or emotion is happening. And go back and forth to the pleasant resource and experience, to the unpleasant. Back and forth at whatever pace feels right for you, just like we did with your surroundings. Notice what happens when you go back to the unpleasant experience. Does it change or is it staying the same? And when you feel ready to conclude your experience, let yourself land back with your resource, whether that's a pleasant and safe person, place, or thing, or coming back to your surroundings, looking at something that feels pleasant outside. And take a little extra space and time to let your body integrate what just happened here. As you arrive back in this present moment, send some gratitude to yourself for having practiced pendulation, for going into a difficult experience and moving back and forth. And know that you can use this tool for any moment in time where you're feeling a challenge, where you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or an emotion inside that just seems to be too much. Whatever it is that you normally reach for, if you're feeling overwhelmed or need soothing or love, you can use pendulation to replace that. So, for example, if you typically reach towards food when you're not feeling well, so food to make you feel better, or if you're reaching towards watching TV or social media, instead of that, try noticing what you feel. And if it's uncomfortable, take a breath or two with it. Shift to your resource, feel into that safety, love, or calmness, and then go back and forth, just taking a little dose at a time of the challenging experience. When you pendulate, what you do is you help your nervous system know that actually in this moment you are safe, even if you're feeling something that doesn't feel that safe, or if you're feeling something uncomfortable. And what that does is helps you build capacity to feel a larger range of emotion over time and to feel more free and flexible within challenging emotions, moving in and out of them. And it's a really good thing to let yourself feel safety even when you're not feeling overwhelmed. So before you even get to overwhelm, if you switch to safety, take a couple of breaths with that, or as long as you'd like, and then go back to the challenging experience or the unpleasant experience, then your body just stays in that safety and feels ease through processing whatever it is that the challenging thing is. So thanks for practicing with me today, and feel free to take this practice along with you or listen to the meditation as many times as you need to and whenever you need to. Stay tuned later this week for one more healing meditation that can help you to increase your emotional range and capacity. Thanks for listening in, and see you next time on the Embody podcast.